going on, everybody? It's your boy Real back with another review, man. It is Raising Kanan Season 2, Episode 7. Alright, I'm back with another vid. Now, check this out. I didn't know that they was taking a break last week. That usually happens around finale time. So I'm a bit confused, and I didn't know. But also, I don't follow shit like that. I just turn on my TV. If it's there, then I'm happy. If it's not, then I have no idea what the hell's going on. But anyway, salute to Discord gang. Salute to those listening on Apple and Spotify podcasts. The numbers keep booming on that side. I appreciate you. All right. And of course, you're the viewer here on YouTube. Looking at little old me. Giving you the haps. What's the haps, Rail? We're talking Raising Kanan. That's what we're doing. Now, this episode had a few things going on. I was correct, I think, on a few things. Might have been wrong on some of my hot takes. But I don't know. I think I might be shooting for par. No, I'm not. I think I'm more wrong than anything. We'll get into it. First, what would I like to start off with first? How about Juke? Let's get Juke out the way. Juke's scenes, her showing in this show has been a discovery of herself after losing her girlfriend and being attacked by Marvin when he finds out she's gay. Right? So this has been the whole, I don't know, like just a discovering of Jukebox, like I said. So now this thing with her mother, now it's getting deep. All right? We done went dress shopping. We on to another level. Now we doing Bible study. You know what I'm saying? She's then she sits through that lecture, that fire and brimstone about sexuality from Leviticus. I was like, damn, he chose one hell of a chapter to talk about while Juke was there. Coincidence? I think not. I think that passage was there for this whole scene. It was chosen. Literally could have talked about anything. But she hearing that and watching how intuitive her mother is into it, and then see that goofy kid checking her out. I hate that guy's face. You know, I just hate his face. It's dumb. Am I wrong? Does he just not have a dumb face to you? Like, it's so long when you add the high top joint to it, and it's hairless, and it's just, I don't know. He's a regular kid. Why am I doing that? I don't know, he's just goofy. Just goofy. But yeah, so then she gets pressed for her number outside by some of the weakest game I've ever heard. But she kept looking over at her mother before giving the phone number. Now, I was confused. It seemed like her mother was egging her on, like, hey, go ahead, get that number. But then I was looking like, well, is Jukes trying to be sneaky? Like, is she feeling uncomfortable to give this dude her number in front of her mother? Or does she want her to see? Like, okay, keep looking. I'm looking over. I'm writing each digit. Are you going to stop me? No, this is what you want. I'm confused. I was confused. It was all awkward. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I wish her mother would open her mouth like, girl, get that number. Or what are you doing, Missy? You know, getting numbers outside of Bible study. That's wrong. Okay, we're here for the Lord. I didn't know what was transpiring in that whole scene. I don't know. Let me get those digits. I said, oh, good God. But yes, it is the 90s. So give me those digits, it is. I love the whole bringing out the paper and the pen. I, too, remember having that on deck. Oh, good times. Oh, now y'all can just, bump phones and have each other's fucking full contacts, have their social, you have everything, the address. I don't know. You tap phones and you got a piece of that person's life in your phone. I don't know. But yeah, the old pen and pad. Never leave home without it. Yeah, you damn right. Got my grandmama's phone number ready for you. That's right. Grandma always had the home line. I was on that phone getting busy. I think I might have been a landline warrior. Yeah. Like a landline lord. That's what I was. Yes. A home phone player. Oh, and there was nothing worse than my grandmother hopping on the other line. How long you been on that phone? Get off, y'all. I was be in my bag. And then when they had the cordless joint, stop playing. Stop playing. Give me that cordless about the kitchen. She put up in the middle of, she put in the kitchen because it was like I guess that's considered the middle of the house. So that was cool for everybody to just grab and go when need be. Please, give me that cordless. I took that to the room. It was go time. It was go time. Oh, trip down memory lane. But yes. Um, so at this point, I don't know. I was confused, like I said, with that scene, but it seems if I had to land on one side of the coin, I would have to say she was doing that to appease her mother. Maybe get a good Christian boy. So she's just she's going through the hoops right now in order to get to know her mother. Not really trying to drop a dime, but at the same time, she has to remain herself. And that leads her to the graveyard with Nicole. Because with all that confusion between hating my father, don't hate my father, I don't know, meeting my mom, getting guys' numbers, going on dates, sharing kisses, all this, the Leviticus tearing me down, scripture by scripture. Let me come to a nice quiet place and meet my ex. You know what I'm saying? See my girl, visit Nicole. And out pops her father. Now, I've always peeped that her father was super dope in season one. If you can remember, she was always keeping the mom off their ass. She was like, "Oh, they just doing their thing." Like he secretly knew the whole time, but he didn't give a shit. And then when when Nicole passed and the mother was wilding on her, and blamed her for her death and all these other things, the father never did such things. He wanted to support Laverne, he wanted to support Juke, but he couldn't because they couldn't share the moment that they shared at the graveyard, which I think was a superb scene, honestly. The fact that he shows up there and he's got the flowers and the whole conversation about, I don't give a damn what happened between y'all. All I know is my daughter loved you and I love you because she loved you. And it was emotional. It was. Juke bust a tear. He just was letting them ride out. It was a strong dude. Him talking about divorce, I said, way to go, brother. Way to go. Got that mess out your life. So I like how that was portrayed. I think that was a nice, wholesome moment between those two. And what I really saw in that scene was Juke's confusion. She has not been around emotions like a lot of black families that I know. I can't speak for all, but coming from the hood, like emotion sharing, voicing how you feel instead of like, it. Boy, you was hard pressed to get "I love you" in the house. Love, excuse me, love. A lot of times, like I say, I'm not speaking for all, just in my experience. Love for black families is more back then, especially was more of an implied love. Like, hey, I provide food, I provide shelter. This is love. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go shopping. I'll go grab you some McDonald's. That's love. But the words never shared is implied, right? So what I got from that was Laverne's like, I don't know. It was too tender of a moment that she was not prepared for. He was giving her real feelings and emotions, something she rarely shared with anybody. And just really, when she was with Nicole, she was just opening up to Nicole. She's Jukebox is the most guarded individual on this entire show. And, you know, I like to see that. She portrayed that well. Somebody who was not ready for this. Like, yo, stop. You're smacking me in the face with feels. Okay, cut it out. I don't know. Oh my God, what is this? What is this moisture? What is this? Where the fuck does that come from? Is my eye? Did you damage my eye? What? Reminded me of me watching Forrest Gump. What? What is that? What is this? Is it raining? You know. So that was a great scene, and I hope it wasn't overlooked. Because there was a lot going on this episode, but I thought that one was thought that was great. But and she finally, when Marvin stepped to her, looking for Rock, they finally had a conversation. Like he talked and she spoke back. I said, "Holy shit, she's softening up. I don't know what's happening." And I think that was that interaction with Nicole's father. I think it was like almost like, okay, Rock Juke's way of going, I'm gonna get this nigga some energy, because he probably does love me like Nicole's father loves him, but my father's dumb and he just can't, you know, he just can't do it the right way. And he tells her like, "Yo, your mama left. All right, while you running around town with her, why she's the wrong one. She only is for herself." And he just dropped that on her and didn't even wait for a reply. He wasn't holding a conversation. He just let her know and dipped. Almost as to say, you gonna find out. And he admitted, I may have been the shittiest parent, always fucking up, but I was here. And he just dropped the mic, left the door, and that resonated with her. Like, holy shit, he's right. So my hot take with Juke is still the same as ever. Her mom is going to find out, or she's going to tell her mom that she's not into guys, is what she into, and that's going to shatter that relationship because she seems like the type that might be like, "No, we going to church. This is evil. We're gonna pray this out of you," And Juke is going to abandon her mom like she did her. Like that's how I feel like that's going to go. Now, Kanan. Oh, matter of fact, let's stay on Marvin since we talked about Marvin. Marvin's storyline. Now we finally know what he wants to do with old girl. He wants her dead. Now, I don't know if he wants her dead because she still poses a threat. I thought him doing anger management in those cases, I thought it was done. But I mean, snitches. I guess if you go by that code, Marvin still need to see her gone. He don't want her living lavish up in there, spending money, hanging out with the dentist guy. Because she did try to super set him up. I'm talking about recordings, the whole nine. Like, she really tried to get him up out of here. But now I know. He wants her dead. And that whole conversation about where you stay, we see he was talking to the big man's son, right? And of the mafia, and asked him to do that hit. And he explained his reason. He's like, "Yo, I can't go out there because the second I drive around, my black ass is getting accosted by the cops. But you'll blend in." Smart plan. Marvin thought this through. Good deal. Now, hot take. We obviously seen that whole plan went left. Not due to nothing Marvin did. And the target is dead. However, you got a dead mafia dude in there with her. And you left a witness alive. Like, why would anybody bring Buddy again? When I saw him in the car, I knew this plan was fucked. The second you you about to do a hit. You got your silencer on your gun, you're suited up, your mind is focused. Here's the plan. It should be easy. Go in there, shoot him, get the fuck out. Now, the second you got to look over at your partner and the words, "Don't fuck this up." None of that funny shit you've done before. When those words come out your mouth to your partner during a hit, he shouldn't be your partner. During said hit. I said, why? What about the good one? The good killer, was he busy? Maybe he was too loyal to your father because he is trying to sneak around and not be seen. And he kept emphasizing that. Don't tell my father, don't tell my father. Well, your dead ass, your father's going to find out. And I think the hot take is that's going to start a beef with Marvin. Because once his father started investigating, why was his son there in the first place? And now he's dead. He's going to be like, Marvin sent him there, and a reason for this new friendship in Jersey. Hey, I'm going to do me, you do you. This is my take. I think that goes to shit over the death of his son. He fucked up. He told Buddy to shoot while he was tussling. I said, this all makes zero sense. Dude's a known fuck up. He couldn't even hold you back when you shot the girl. He couldn't even hold you down. But salute to that dentist. I don't know if I had it in me. You see that shot? She dead, and you see two dudes with guns, and you got no weapon. So now you about to get into a wrestling match? Talk about fight or flight. He chose violence, and lucky for him, the dude he brought with him was dumb, and he managed to get a shot off. Shot Buddy. That dentist is fucking the man. I mean, his girl's dead, but holy shit. So you got a witness, dead mafia guy. It's all bad. And in the rich neighborhood, this is coming down on Marvin. One way or the other. Either by cops or by the mob. Either way, it's not looking good. Which was back to my earlier point. Why fuck with it in the first place? You got away. You was just toasting to finishing your anger management classes. And old girl giving you crazy energy talking about, and if anybody needs me, Marvin. Staring at him, Marvin, if you need me, just go ahead and reach out and call me. Call me, Marvin. I was like, damn, bitch, can you. She did not disguise it at all. At all. That she wants some of that man Marvin the Martian. She wants some of that. He's looking like, oh, okay, I think I'm picking up what you're laying down. But he just did all this. It's like, why? Why? But could this be Marvin's downfall? Because we know they all got to go at some point. And my prediction was Lou dies, Marvin goes to jail, and Rock dies. I think Lou and Rock dies, and Marvin is sent down for life. That's my hot take. Because we know at some point Kanan branches off on his own. Because he has to link up with Tommy and Ghost. So the family has to drop. Like, obviously, this empire is not going to last forever. But that's my take. And I think this might be setting it up. This whole dead snitch thing for Marvin. But now, Lou. Speaking of Lou. Lou has been wilding from getting pressed by the Jamaicans. And, I don't know about his new chick who looks like his old chick. But it can't be that good. He didn't look into it. She was trying her best. I don't know. It was all bad. And the fact that she still wanted to smash after the Haitians or the Jamaicans came in and busted up the place talking shit. Like, did you not hear what they said? Why do you think I'm ready to fuck again? Like, the nerve of this. Like, this chick is terrible. He cannot pick women at all. Lou is. Maybe he should pick somebody that doesn't look like one of them for once. Like, bruh, you got a type. I get it. But I don't know. Lou, I liked Lou in the beginning, but now I'm kind of with Rock on Lou. I found myself rooting for him, but no, 50K. She has a safe full of money. Now I understand asking her for money has been a struggle, but to keep the record label, at least for laundry purposes or something, like you could give her a piece of like something. I don't know. And why Lou doesn't have 50K? They have buildings in Jersey. They got 2 buildings in New York. You would think 50,000. I mean, ain't he wearing that on his neck? Like, I don't know. It seems like a low sum of money that's causing a lot of problems for Lou right now. So maybe he's dumping every single cent he has into the business. I don't know how. He doesn't have an engineer. He ain't got Crown. He's got one goddamn artist. Is he just giving money to DJs? Is he handing it? And if that's the case, then Crown was right. You're shit. You're shit at this music business. You're terrible. Because I'm not understanding where his money's going. I don't know. So he comes in like a crackhead, shutting down the work to snatch money out uncounted. Marvin knows something's going on, but probably not going to tell Rock about it until it surfaces. Just because he's a good brother like that. And then as he's walking out, he gets his ass beat by the Haitians again. And so he runs to Cartier for the money. And I might have to apologize to Cartier because I said he was a snake. I called him a lot of names. I didn't like him. I didn't like his whole smooth talking, paint and fine wine, caviar on toast at the Russian room, at the Russian tea house. I was like, I don't know. I was like, Rock should watch out for him. But whole time, Cartier keeps it a bean. He told Lou, like, look, check it out. I give you the 50,000, and I want half of Crown's half. You still a majority owner, and let him know to his face, hey, bro, one man's, desperation is another man's come up. And I'm that man. You're desperate, and I'm here to come up. It just is what it is. And I respected that. He let him know exactly what it was. 50K, I want in on this company. I'm a silent investor now. Not so silent now that he's on the actual mixing boards. But Lou looking at him, staring daggers at him like, bro, you shook hands. What did you think he was gonna do? And this is dude's artist. So Lou is just looking dumb. I don't like the way Lou is moving out here. He's gonna be dead soon. That's my hot take. I don't think Lou makes it out this season alive. Honestly. This is like the way he's moving. I've seen this before in shows. And this is the way somebody crashes out. Like, this is like, that's it. Also Cartier and Rock. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save Rock for last. Cause Rock had a lot going on. Let's go back to Kanan. Let's go touch on Kanan. So we see him and Symphony hanging out. So they still got that open line of communication. They still kicking it. He still cares about his grades. Like that's. I think for Kanan, seeing Symphony bring some normalcy to his life. Like, okay, this is a normal situation. This dude was my teacher. He was dating my mom. He's a good dude, and he's a square. Like he ain't about his gangster shit. And I like to get away from the gangster shit. Kanan always likes to disappear from that from time to time. And so they still got that open. They letting us know that. But then we got him with this older woman, which is just sexual assault by this chick. Fellas, please, don't you get in these comments talking about, bro, you see her? Well, if I was 15, yeah, brother, I know what you're about to say. But it ain't healthy. And if you had a teenage son, you wouldn't want him doing it. What's up with this lady? Like, she is the worst mother I've ever seen in my life. Smashing a teenage boy and then spitting game to him talking about, you think I'm too old to be doing? Yes, bitch. Yes. Yes, I think you're too old to be doing this. Yes, you're nasty. What? Because, I feel young, so I think it's fair. Imagine a man saying that. Imagine. Could you? Now, I understand a double standard exists, so I'm not here to argue the double standard. But it is disgusting. It's disgusting. But if you put a man's face where she was, teenage girl, man, a grown ass nigga talking about, with a child as old as you, saying, laying up with your teenage daughter talking about, yeah, but I feel young though. I dress young. Cause age is about your, okay. No. I was like, what in the fucking Jerry Springer is this shit? Then the daughter walks in, mad, calls her a whore. And this just shows you, because, there's a lot of moms out there. Like, I've seen them. And you know a few of them. It's a lot of moms out there jealous of their daughters, of their youth, the firmness of the skin, the untapped potential that they have, because they have a whole life ahead of them. So they hating on that. And she is a prime example of that. And then when the daughter throws milk on her, and she like, learn how to keep your man, lesson 101. I said, what? I'm watching this whole scene like flabbergasted. I don't even know. I don't even know. Bitch got milk on her arm, arguing with her daughter, and as Kanan comes to his senses, like, oh wait, what? Nothing is normal about this. What are you talking about? She then tries to sex him up all over again, which he falls for, cause he's a child. brain development people. I'm just like, what? Like, I'm so lost. I'm so lost. But that was the bulk of Kanan this episode. This nasty relationship. Like, there was nothing else going on for Kanan this episode. Um, we see the detective dude, Omar. He finds out what most of y'all knew. Okay, I was wrong. Scrap wasn't a CI. It was his mother, but I'm still right. A lot of y'all called that early. No, Scrap's mom is a CI. Scrap's mom is a CI. If I knew who said it, I salute you. You nailed it on that episode. You're right. But so the fuck what? Ain't no way in hell I'll run a drug organization and one of my lieutenants, mom, who holds illegal poker games, is a CI? No. A, you wouldn't be my lieutenant. And if you don't know about it, then I gotta shoot you. If you know about it, don't tell me. I gotta shoot you. If you know about it, find out, tell me, I'm gonna tell you to handle your mama, or guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot you. So, Scrap was dead either way. So, yes, he wasn't a snitch. He didn't deserve the snitch tag when he got murdered, but it is what it is. I don't know. I do miss his acting though. Now Omar got the shit face. Like, ooh, dropped the ball on that one. I just assumed it was okay. And then, oh, you know what else I hate about Omar? His partner. I hate his partner. Hate her. I hate the fact that she looks exactly like her girlfriend. I hate that. I hate they wear the same suits. They got the same face. They wear the hair the same. I said, bitch, are you dating you? But a smarter version, because she's like, yo, what are you doing? You're not investigating a shooting. You're doing entirely too much. She looking back at Omar when his CI was this certain age and she could have had a baby and putting the key. Why you putting all this together for what? For what? What is her purpose? And then when Omar gets a line on it because she done did some investigative work, she even pressed Symphony. Salute to Symphony. Ain't talking to the police. Ain't talking to him. And then runs directly to go tell Rock, like, yo, people is asking me about your son. Of course, I ain't say shit, but you need to tighten this up. So Omar gets the beat on that and heads to Nicole's dad, which we didn't know what he did for a living. But now I think I know how Juke is going to end up being a police officer. I thought it was going to be via the detective lady, that relationship they was gaining. No. Her father, Nicole's father, told Juke, yo, if you ever need anything from me, anything at all, you come see me. I'm going to hold you down. So Omar is stepping to him, so he has to work or be a higher up in the police force somewhere or have some pull. And I think he is either going to save Juke out of some bullshit and give her an option and say, look, go the police route, go the recruit route, save yourself. I got you. I'll take care of your background, whatever you got going on. So that's my hot take. Which probably ain't hot, because now that I've seen that, I'm almost 1,000% sure that's exactly how she's going to end up becoming a cop or thinking about it or whatever. And Omar is trying to get his partner off his ass, which I just what? I got shot, my guy. I got shot. Thank you. I'm good. You should be better. You're not shot, but she is. Think the detective's gonna get killed. She's doing entirely too much. And Rock. Like I said, I thought Cartier was a piece of shit, but no, it seems to be Rock. He takes her out to see the finer things of life, tell her how she should be working her money. So now he's on the up and up. Here she go, instigating and ass whipping for one of his Baltimore people, just so she could come up and approach him and say, yo, I want Baltimore. I know you don't want to get punched up. I got higher quality for low money. Like, that's not going to be a problem. I was just like, Rock ain't even locked down Jersey. She ain't even locked down Jersey. And she talking about Baltimore moving in. You feel me? And on Cartier. Like, what does she think Cartier gonna do when she finds out? When he finds out that, oh wait, what? You're not re-upping? You're done with me? What? How? How are you still selling drugs? I think he's gonna get the answers. Cartier looks like a man who gets answers. So now you're about to have several fronts to be attacked from. You're gonna have Cartier as your ops at some point. Let's be real. The mafia gonna be coming at Marvin, i.e., you, if you don't work that out. And you remember I talked about her with that situation pissing off the girl that work at the bodega. Now she there with her cousin, with her little bouffant dude. She got it tall as hell. Think she looking cute? That ain't it. That ain't it. Them hairstyles in the '90s, not it. Sorry, didn't enjoy. No, no. It was a bad era for the lady styles, for the lady hairstyles. It was rough. My mama got pictures looking just like Rock. That's a rough ass hairstyle to pull off. No, not a fan. Not a fan. But yeah, and just like I thought, she ain't like that shit. Find out she Rock working with Neek, and she's selling, and Rock did it pretty well though. She spent the conversation off of Neek and onto this Baltimore expansion, which he was very much interested in. So now she's over promising and look like she underproducing. Cause like I said, she ain't even locked down Jersey, and Neek started a whole new side house, as he should. And told Warrior, like, bro, why you think we out here? And when she figures out what she want to do, how long you think she gonna keep us employed? Don't be dumb. So yes, I'm rolling with Neek. She's doing too much, spreading herself too thin, and for what? Lou can't even touch 50K. Marvin, I don't even know. She can't even buy a house in the neighborhood because they don't believe she gonna keep her grass cut. So what are we doing all this for? And then she thought about smoking Symphony. I said she done lost her goddamn mind. The best dude that ever came into her life, solid. I think she bitter. I think she knew Symphony would never snitch on her, never snitch on Kanan, but he didn't want her. And anybody who don't want Rock in her advances, now she gonna make up a reason to shoot him? That was it. So when Rock dies, I don't feel no way. At first, I wanted to root for her, see her come up, but she's a piece of shit. So she could go. Alright? But till next episode, who I got winning this episode? That's a good one. Who I got winning this episode? Who was acting this episode? Damn, it's between, I don't know. Nicole's father really did his thing on the acting side. Everybody else was kind of going with the flow. I didn't get too much from nobody. Not to say nobody's doing terrible. I mean, but just who was in a bag this episode. I think I'm gonna go with Nicole's father. I think he won his episode for me. Yeah, he really touched some places. All right. But with that, man, you know how it goes. Protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Rail is out of here. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rail. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? All right, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, all right? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,